Hello, welcome to Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal Reading. This is the final reading of the year. We are wrapping up 2022. It is the holiday season, and it's just, you know, it's just that time of year. Everybody is hopefully taking some time. They're enjoying themselves. Whatever holiday you celebrate, in whatever way you celebrate it, I wish you much, much happiness, the blessings of the season. So today I'm sharing with you some of my favorite crystals. Okay. This one is Citrine. Absolutely stunning. This is quartz, clear quartz. See the beautiful point on that. And amethyst. All right. So take a moment and see which crystal is calling out to you, which one resonates with you. It may be one pile or more than one. Take a moment and see what you are drawn to for this final reading of the year. Here we go. All right. Nine of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Four of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands. All righty. Very often the Nine of Wands is sort of depicted as holding your higher ground or feeling very defensive, that kind of energy. But the Nine of Wands also represents, perseverance. It represents gathering your strength kind of for that final surge forward, that final, forward accomplishment. And that's the energy that's sitting around this. The story is interesting. This is the Four of Pentacles sitting beside that Nine of Wands. It's talking about sort of having to really gather your strength, harness your energy, and move forward. You have been perhaps a little cautious about moving forward, a little bit, careful, maybe too careful. Maybe you are not kind of wanting to draw too much attention to yourself or make yourself known in some way. But the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles is beautiful energy, right? The Lovers is the lovers. It is the coming together of two people. Now, sometimes those people are lovers. Sometimes they are friends. Sometimes they are partners. Sometimes they can even be business partners. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is ultimately the card of luxury and success and being, very financially comfortable and feeling the abundance of that comfort. So it's a really kind of curious grouping of cards because it's starting in a place where there is sort of a sense of having to kind of harness it all back in. Perhaps there is a little bit of defensiveness or protectiveness that you have been working through or working with. And you have, as a result, had to become cautious, perhaps mindful, maybe a little bit more, circumspect than normal. Maybe you just had to, bite your tongue a few times. But whatever it is, there's definitely a sense of caution. There's definitely a sense of being ready to move past this time of your life, being ready to recognize that that was one period of your life, one aspect, and it's now time for you to move forward in a way that is more inclusive, that brings more people into the fold, perhaps that lets love or understanding, compassion into the circle. And from that is reaped that Nine of Pentacles energy, which is a greater sense of independence, a sense of being able to move forward, of having the resources to move forward, of seeing the growth and the potential. And the growth could be within you, it could be within a situation, but there's definitely an energy as you finish this final week of the year, that you are moving forward in a way that offers you more than perhaps you have had in the recent past or the more recent past. There's an energy, like it's like two separate readings here, right? You have the Nine of Wands and the Pentacles talking about a definite kind of reserved energy, a holding back energy, of being very careful, very cautious, sort of trying to gather um, your own resources, your own energy. And then you have this coming together of a partnership and the abundance that flows from that. And remember, abundance is not always about money and possessions. Abundance can be about support, it can be about good health, it can be about, you know, having the people in your life that make you feel as if you are the luckiest person in the world. All right. So, whatever this is definitely transformative as you move through this week. And this is lovely, lovely energy. The citrine is a powerful stone in and of it in its own right. It is an abundant stone. And so I just really, really am enjoying this energy for those of you who picked this beautiful crystal because it really does feel transformative. And if the final week of the year, that's a brilliant time to become transformative. There we go. The clear quartz point. Four of Cups, Strength, High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So, the Four of Cups is that card about being a little disappointed, being a little bit despondent. Perhaps something is being offered to you and it's not quite your cup of tea, or you had hoped for something better, or it's that kind of sort of disappointed energy. And what's happening is there's a final gift that is being offered here, but this person in the card is depicted at only looking at the three cups he has and not recognizing that this fourth comes on the wings of an angel. And so the energy of this card is a little bit of a reminder to, look around, count your blessings. There is disappointment for everybody in this life. I don't think we come out of it unscathed, but there's definitely a reminder for you to remember that you are blessed and your life is full of blessings, and that is where your energy and your focus should be. Powerful cards, Strength and the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, of course, is about intuition. Sometimes it's about secrets, but it's about that gut feeling. It's about knowing yourself. And the Strength card sitting beside it really does talk about understanding your own strengths, understanding where your power comes from, understanding where and what you offer and have to give. It is a really sort of dynamic grouping of cards here. And because it's followed by the Ten of Pentacles, which is again a card of abundance, it is a card of very often family. It can be a card of inheritances, but in any way, it is a card of blessings. It is a card representing abundance, financial security, family security, happiness. It is a card representing a state of stability. And so I guess as you move through this last week of the year, It's about, in some ways, this is a feeling almost of being a little bit reflective and really looking at the blessings you have, appreciating the ones that may still yet come, and knowing your strength, knowing you can trust yourself, knowing you are wise and you have the wisdom, the insight, the clarity, the intuition to be able to make really good choices. And, you know, perhaps you are sometimes surprised at how powerful or how strong you are, but it's definitely time to embrace that energy as you move forward into a new year, as you wrap up this year. And the Ten of Pentacles, again, it's a reminder because it's sitting sort of opposite the Four of Cups that way. It is a reminder to always count all of your blessings and recognize and understand that the more you count your blessings, the more blessings come to you. And this is where you're being asked to really use your own insight, guidance, intuition, and above all, wisdom. This is a nice energy to wrap up the year with. I like this energy. And this lovely amethyst. There we go. The Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, really, really nice cards. So the Page of Pentacles very often brings good news. It brings good news about that which is tangible. So perhaps this could be good news coming with regards to a job. Perhaps it could be good news coming regarding money or an asset. Perhaps it is good news surrounding something that you treasure. It's followed by the Four of Wands, that card of community, family, celebrations, getting together. And the Six of Wands, of course, is that victory card. It is that recognition card. It is an assurance that the get-togethers, the coming togethers, the good news, that there is a sense of kind of victory. You know, maybe you're planning a really big full-on family event and you haven't had one in a few years because of COVID. This speaks to a coming together. It speaks to it being successful and joyful, and it speaks to you receiving the accolades for that hard work. And the Ace of Pentacles really is about new beginnings and new starts. It very often can be with regards to assets, monetary possessions. Again, it's sitting opposite the Page of Pentacles. So these two cards tend to have a relationship with each other. But it really is talking about a very positive, very sort of powerful energy moving forward as you bring community and family together. There are blessings to be had. There are well wishes. There is good fortune coming your way. This is really, really lovely energy for the holiday season. Sometimes, you know, the week between Christmas and New Year's can almost feel a little bit kind of anticlimactic and kind of vague, right? Never quite sure what day it is or what meal you should be eating. But this talks about a really nice energy as you move through this week. It talks about, you know, get togethers that are warm and comfortable. It talks about your efforts being met with success and appreciation. And it talks about good news or abundance or blessings and fresh starts and new beginnings coming. That is a fabulous, fabulous way to end and to have the last week of 2022 represented. All right, so thank you so very, very much for being here, for all of your support throughout the year. I very much look forward to seeing you again in the new year. And I simply wish you all the joys and all the blessings of this holiday season and happy wishes as you say goodbye to this year and are ready to ring in the new. I will look forward to seeing you next week. Happy holidays.